They told me dreams are for the rich. I said no, dreams are for the hungry. Let me ask you something. Can dreams survive poverty? The answer is yes, but only if you do. See, poverty doesn't just attack your wallet. It attacks your belief. It makes you question if you're even allowed to dream. It whispers in your ear, people like you don't make it. But let me tell you something. Where you are is not who you are. You might have been born in poverty, but you were not born to stay there. Poverty is not just the absence of money, it's the presence of pressure, fear, and doubt. When you're born into struggle, the weight of your environment can feel suffocating. It tells you what you can't do, where you can't go, and who you can't become. But dreams are not restricted by ZIP codes. They are not assigned by bank balances. They are born in the heart, and they survive on belief. The question is not whether dreams can survive poverty. The question is whether you can protect them long enough to grow, because poverty tries to starve your ambition, but you have to feed your vision even when your stomach is empty. When you're down, it's easy to settle, to give in, to say, this is just my life. But the truth is your surroundings don't define you. Your current situation is just your starting place, not your finish line. You have to remind yourself daily that you're more than what you're going through. You must choose to believe that something greater is still possible, even when nothing around you looks like it. Dreams can survive poverty, but only when you carry them like fire and refuse to let that fire go out. The world will often try to tell you that success is reserved for those with access, privilege, or connection. But what they don't tell you is that some of the greatest innovations, movements, and transformations in history were born in broken places. The pain of poverty can either paralyze you or push you. It can either harden your heart or fuel your hunger. When you have nothing, every win means more. Every inch forward feels like a mile, and that builds character, that builds tenacity. That's where mental toughness is forged. You may not have the luxury of comfort, but you do have the power of discomfort, and that can be your greatest weapon. Discomfort forces growth. It exposes your potential. It forces you to become resourceful, gritty, and driven. So don't curse your struggle. Don't despise your lack. Use it. Let it shape you. Let it teach you how to keep moving when the odds are stacked. The world can take a lot from you, but it can't take your will unless you surrender it. Your fire doesn't come from what you have, it comes from what you refuse to let go of. And if you refuse to let go of your dream, poverty will never be able to hold you. One of the most dangerous lies poverty teaches is that you need permission to dream, that somehow dreams are only for those who are already successful, already supported, already secure. But dreaming is not a luxury, it's a necessity for survival. When the lights are off and your hope is low, your dream becomes your oxygen. It becomes the thing that gives you a reason to keep pushing. You don't need approval to dream. You don't need validation to believe in yourself. All you need is one reason to get up and one vision that's bigger than your fear. Every successful person who started in struggle had to defy the voice that said, you don't belong here. You do belong. Your dream matters, your purpose has weight, and you don't need anybody's permission to pursue it. Give yourself permission to try, to fail, to try again, to become the person your future is depending on. The power is in you, not around you. You may be surrounded by lack, but what you carry inside is abundance. And when you start showing up for your own dream with consistency, with courage, and with commitment, you take back the power that poverty tried to steal. The most powerful thing you can ever do is say to yourself, I'm not waiting anymore. I am enough. I can start now. Many people let their circumstances determine their ceiling. They look at their background, their bank account, their setbacks, and they make it their identity. But the truth is, your past is not your prison unless you make it one. Where you came from may have shaped you, but it doesn't get to define you. You get to choose who you become. You get to decide that this story won't end in survival, it will end in success. Just because you started in struggle doesn't mean you have to stay there. Every great journey begins in obscurity. Every mountain is climbed by someone who started in the valley. The difference is the decision to keep climbing. You have to wake up every day and say, this isn't how it ends. I'm building something better. And even if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you're still moving. Every bit of progress matters. Every ounce of effort counts. If you keep rising, you'll outlast your limits. You'll rewrite the story. You are not your poverty. You are not your pain. You are possibility in motion, and when you believe that, the ceiling becomes a floor for your next level. When you have nothing to fall back on, you learn how to fall forward. You learn how to turn desperation into determination. Poverty teaches you the value of every opportunity because you don't get many. So when you see a chance, you run at it. You fight for it. You give it your all. That's what creates resilience. That's what separates the hungry from the hopeful. Dreams that are forged in pain often shine the brightest. They're raw, they're real, they're rooted in purpose. If you've ever gone to sleep hungry, worked 2 jobs, watched your family struggle, you know how deep the fire can burn. And when that fire is turned toward your future, nothing can stop you. The fight gives your dream power. It gives your vision weight. It gives your purpose urgency. Don't let go of that. Don't numb it. Don't bury it. Use it. You've been through too much to quit now. Turn your pain into passion and your lack into legacy. Because the greater the struggle, the louder the victory. And if you stay in the game, your story will be the reason someone else dares to believe. There's someone out there waiting on your dream to come alive. They don't know your name yet. They don't see your vision yet, but your courage will give them hope. When you rise, you give others permission to rise. You're not just dreaming for you, you're dreaming for your family, for your children, for the people behind you who don't even know freedom is possible yet. Your breakthrough is bigger than you, so don't keep it small. Don't play safe. Don't shrink your vision to fit your surroundings. Rise boldly, speak loudly, walk proudly. Let them know I may have started in poverty, but I'm headed toward purpose, and my dream is alive. Because I kept feeding it, because I kept protecting it, because I refused to let it die. Yes, dreams can survive poverty because they are carried by people who refuse to quit. And when you become one of those people, you don't just survive. You lead the way.